Hello friends, I am Vishakha. Welcome to Global Online NET Set Preparation Channel. Today we are going to learn NTA NET Exam 2022, Paper-2 Economics, Unit 2 Macroeconomics, and topic name is Determination of National Income and Employment. Practice MCQs Part 1. We are taking MCQs and clearing our concepts from macroeconomics and the chapter name Determination of National Income and the Employment. Okay, so let's start with the session. Okay, before starting our today's session, I have an important announcement for the students who are preparing for upcoming NET exam 2022. We have a full syllabus score for those students who are preparing for that exam, Economics Paper 2. Okay, in that course we have included mock tests, full syllabus notes and video lectures, practice MCQs and PYQ. As we know the importance of PYQs in every exams for clearing, we have included that PYQs with PDF solution. If you want to join this course, you have to just download our application from Play Store. This is our official logo. You have to just search for that logo with global online name and download the application and you will get the course. Okay, the fees of this course is 4,999, but you are getting paper 1 full syllabus material free with this price. Okay, and one more thing you are getting with this price, that 20% discount on this price you will get when you are joining to the course. Okay, so let's join the course. Once you download the application, you will see that window. You have to go at store after opening that window and you will get the list of various courses. Whichever you want to join the course, just select the course, pay the fees and you will get all the material on the application. The very handy application you will get. Okay, let's start with the today's session. Okay, let's start the session. One more thing before starting this session, I'm going to tell you that after this session you can give a evaluation test on our app, which is absolutely free. This will gonna help you to clear your concept and evaluate yourself. Okay, so please go and download application and evaluate yourself on the topic. Okay, the first question of the today's session is, which of the following best represents the concept of net domestic product, that is NDP. Okay, and options are GDP minus income from abroad. GDP minus income from abroad, what we get? GNP. Okay, GNP. GNP. Okay, then second option is GDP minus GDP plus income abroad. Next option is GNP minus depreciation, which what will get after GNP minus depreciation? NNP, that is net national product. Okay, and option 4, GDP minus depreciation. That's the correct answer of this question. Option 4, GDP minus depreciation means NDP, net domestic product. Okay, so correct answer of this question is option 4. Net domestic product. What is the net domestic product? It is an annual measure of economic output of nation that adjusted as per the depreciation effect. It represents the depreciation effect. Okay, the NDP is calculated by subtracting depreciation from the GDP, means gross domestic product. Okay, an increase in NDP indicates growth in economic health, while a decrease would indicate a slowdown of economy of the country. Means it is an indicator for what? Economic health of the country or economic weaken of that country. Okay, depreciation is a, what is depreciation now? Depreciation is the measure of decreased monetary value of an asset over the time due to use, wear and tear and obsolescence. Okay, this is the depreciation. So let's move to the next question. Next question is, macroeconomics is also called. This is the direct question on macroeconomics. What is called macroeconomics? Okay, options are theory of money, theories of national income, theories of income and theory of inflation. Not theory of money, not theory of income, national income and not theory of inflation. The correct answer of this question is option 3, theory of income, because in macroeconomics we study the various incomes comes from the individuals of firms. Okay, This is macroeconomics is called as theory of income. What is microeconomics now? Macroeconomics is a one of the branch of economic. There are two branches of economics, which macro and micro. Okay. Uh, the macroeconomics studies the behavior and performance of economy as a whole. Okay. When microeconomics perform as a individual. Okay, it focuses on aggregate changes in economy such as employment, growth rate, gross domestic product and inflation. Macroeconomics, also known as theory of income and employment or income analysis. Okay, as it focuses on how income employment level are determined in a economy. The subject of macroeconomics revolves around the determination of income and employment. Income and employment theory, a body of economic analysis concerned with the relative levels of output, employment, prices in economy. Next question, according to the fundamental identity of national income, accounting, what is? Okay, the options are GDP is equal to GNP minus NFP, net factor payments from abroad, that is NFP. Okay, S is equal to in bracket Y plus NFP minus T plus TR plus INT bracket close minus C. Y is equal to C plus I plus G plus an X. Okay, and fourth option is total production is equal to total income plus total expenditure. Okay, so the correct option is this question is option 4. According to the fundamental identity of national income accounting, the total production is equal to total income and total expenditure is the correct answer. The product approach to the meaning GDP, what? Market values allows adding together unlike items by valuing them and their market prices. Okay. What is gross national product? Okay. Now what gross national product is counted? Why? Okay. Options are will exist gross domestic product if the net factor payments from abroad are positive. Options will always exceed gross domestic product in a closed economy. Will be higher in a private sector economy than economy where there is also public sector, that taxes and public sector. Is identical to gross domestic product in Canada. Okay. Which statement or which concept is related to the gross national product from these options? Okay. The correct option for this is first, that gross national product will exceed gross domestic product if net factor payments from abroad are positive. Means what? GDP minus income from abroad, we will get GNP. Okay, and then the gross national product will get this correct option. Okay, GNP will always exceed gross domestic product in a closed economy, will exceed gross domestic product if net factor payments from abroad are positive, will be higher in private sector economy, in the economy where there is also a public sector, that taxes and the private sector. Okay. Now the next question, national income accounting. What is national income accounting? Options: avoid the technical problems from aggregating data, provides macroeconomics which most of the data needed for macroeconomics analysis, research and forecasting, clearly identify who owes how much to whom, can be understood only by accountants. What will be happen in national income accounting? Okay, is there any technical problem aggregating data? Can be avoided by this? No. Then what? Clearly identify who owes how much to whom. This is not also our answer. Can be understood only by the accountants. This also option get cancelled. Only one option left, that is option 2, and that is the correct answer for this question. Okay. What is national income now? National income account is a government bookkeeping system that measures a country's economic activity, offering insight into how an economy is performing. Such a system will include total revenue by domestic corporations, wages paid, and sales and income tax data for companies. Now next question, in using expenditure approach to the GDP, consumption is. Okay, we have two approaches in GDP counting. One is income approach and second one is expenditure approach. Okay, Now, according to expenditure approach, what is consumption? We have to tell that from these options. Okay, let's know the options. First option is includes consumer durable, non-durable goods, but excluded services. Includes houses and services. Include house and all purchased by the business firms. Includes consumer spending on durable goods and non-durable goods and services. Okay, what will be our answer? Our answer will be option 4. Why? Because in option first they have excluded the services. After that they have included houses and services, but we can include consumer spending on durable goods and non-durable goods both. Okay, and in third option they have included house and all purchased by the business firm, but in option 4 they have included all the consumptions which is included in GDP by expenditure approach. Okay, so that's why we have get option 4 for this question. The expenditure approach to the calculating gross domestic product takes into the account the sum of all final goods and services purchased in economy over a set of period of time. That includes all consumer spending, government spending, business investment spending, and net exports. All these things are included in what? GDP. Okay. What is GDP? The sum of all final goods and services purchased in the economy over the set of period of the time is called GDP. This is a small or meaningful definition of the GDP we can say. Okay, let's move to the next. Which of the following is considered to be an investment in national income accounting? Options are sale of land, money deposited in banks, purchase of the treasury bills, increase in inventories of the unsold goods. Not sale of land, money deposited in banks and purchase of treasury bills is considered as an investment. Okay, but increase in inventories of the unsold goods can be considered as an investment in a national income accounting. Okay, so our correct answer will be option 4. Okay, let's move to the next. Sales of used goods and sales from inventories of goods that were produced in previous years are excluded. Only goods that are produced and sold legally in addition are included within our GDP. That means that goods produced illegally are not counted. Okay, which things cannot counted in GDP? The sales, the goods which are produced in a previous year are excluded, and another one which is not sold legally. Okay, means illegal produced goods are not counted in GDP. Okay, remember that thing, which things are or which goods are included in GDP. Next question. Which of the following is not government transfer payment? Options are welfare payments, government spending on education and unemployment insurance benefits, public pensions. Okay, as we know the government payments also get transferred from one person to the another, and our question is which is not following which is the following is not government transfer payment? Options are welfare payments, government spendings, and the correct answer of this question is option B, option 2, government spendings on education. Welfare payments and employment insurance benefits and public pensions can be transferred. Okay, but this government spending on the education cannot be transferred. That's why the correct answer of this question is second option. Government transfer payments includes, what includes in government transfer payments? That is social security benefits, unemployment insurance benefits, and welfare payments. Taxes are considered transfer payments. Okay, their taxes also can be considered as transfer payment. Governments also receive transfer payments in the form of fees, fines, and donations from business and persons. Okay, how taxes are considered transfer payments? We purchase one product, okay, from wholesaler. Okay, then retailer purchase that, and then we get the consumer then get the final product. Okay, when this person selling to this, taxes for that product also get transferred with that good to the retailer. Then retailer also transfer that tax of that good to the consumer. That is the transfer payment. Okay, transfer the tax. Okay, the most important source of capital formation in India has been, which will be the highest source of capital formation? Option are public sector savings, corporate savings, household savings, government revenue, surplus. The correct option for this question is option 3, household savings. How? Because from the household savings we get more investment, and then hence we get the more capital formation from that particular source, household savings. Okay. Definition of capital formation. How the capital formation get? Okay, this means making and increasing more capital goods such as machines, tools, factories, buildings, raw materials, fuels, etc., which are to be further used in producing more goods. Okay, that is the definition for capital formation. Next question, aggregate demand. What is the aggregate demand? We have to choose the correct option from the given options. Okay, the total quantity of output demanded at the alternative price levels. Second option, equal aggregate supply at the equilibrium. Equal to sum of consumption, investment and government spending, and all of the above. What will be the correct answer for this question? Option 4 is the correct answer for this question. All three statements are the correct regarding aggregate demand. Hence, our correct option is option 4. What is aggregate demand? Aggregate demand measures the total amount of demand for all finished goods and services produced in a economy. Okay, aggregate demand is expressed as a total amount of money spent on those goods and services at a specific price level and point in a time. Okay, this is called the aggregate demand. Okay, done for today's session. We have cleared our concepts from macroeconomics, and don't forget to evaluate yourself. Go to the Play Store, download your application and take your evaluation test. Okay.